I am guessing that you probably failed few challenges, or you are trying to pass your prop firm challenge and it's just not working out. You might be stuck for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, hell, even a year. I saw people being stuck for like 6 months online on YouTube. I don't know anyone personally, but I saw that on YouTube. Anyway, if you want to have results like that, like I passed my prop firm challenge 100K about 3 or 4 months ago, and I passed it in about 7 days, step 1, and another 7 days, or 5 days actually, 5 Forex trading days. Posted a second week, passed in second week. So really totally like it's 10 days, but the first week I passed the step 1. So sorry if the title was a little bit misleading, but you know, overall you passed in 7 days. So, and since then I got my payouts. You can see my latest payout, which was last week, is $1,600. The one before was $257 plus was $250 bonus performance fee, 0.25% from the 100K, because that's what they give you on the fourth withdrawal with Alpha Capital. So that was my fourth withdrawal. Next one was $964. Next one was $400. Next one was $400. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you in this video how to pass basically any prop firm challenge in 7 days, or theoretically in really 2 weeks, so 10 days. Spare with me. I know 7 days is not as fast as you would like to, but I'm guessing it's better than to being stuck for, you know, a month, 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. So first of all, do you have a strategy? Because most of you, I know, you don't have a strategy. You think you might do, but if your chart is all Fibonacci's and trend lines and Wagyu steak, ICT crazy, and order blocks, and you know, all lines everywhere, and you have like 30 fucking indicators on your screen, like it's nuts. You have EMA 50 and EMA 20 and EMA 7 and EMA 15 and EMA 100 and EMA 200 days. Scrap that shit off, man. Seriously, I'm talking to you as a, I don't know, as a friend. Honestly, someone who wants you to succeed, because I know how it feels when you fucking cannot get through the challenge and actually make some money. Okay, so you can see first of all my chart. Let me minimize myself. My chart is simple. You can see what do you see on this chart? This is a 4 hour. Let's go to daily. Let me move this. What do you see on this chart? On a weekly or daily, or you know, whatever. You see EMA. I'm using EMA 50-day average. That's all you need. You have one resistance, second, third. We have 3 rectangle boxes. Bro, 3 rectangle boxes, not 10. I don't do rectangle boxes here. And then another one fucking here, just because you see it is minimalistic. Just do it where it makes the most sense. I hope you understand, because most of you fucking don't. And most of the gurus which are seeing online on YouTube do not fucking understand it either. So anyway, so you draw a resistance. I'm gonna tell you a bit my strategy. You draw resistance to support, depends where the direction is of the market. You can see clearly that the direction of this market is clearly downward. So why would you buy when you're supposed to sell? I'm actually in this trade right now. You can see NZD USD. Let me actually show you this trade, bro. So you can see I'm currently up $1,100, but I'm down on my funded account. You can see like 3%, bro. Is it 3%? 3.5%. And you know why? Because you can have the best strategy in the world, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you do. If you don't sleep enough, if you have some troubles in your life, whatever, it will show up in your trading. And this is what happened to me. It showed up in my trading. I didn't sleep properly for the last few days. And this happens, you know. Anyway, but I'm not too worried. I'm gonna get it back. I'm sure. I have the confidence. I have the proven track record, so it's okay. Now, if you have the strategy, where is the point? Here. If you have the strategy, right? So you need to pick one strategy. Please pick a strategy which is the least complicated. If you're trading ICT, I don't think this channel is for you, honestly. I mean, you can watch it. You probably will be disagreeing with a lot of stuff I say, because most of the time I'm bashing ICT traders, because I see ICT traders as not scammers, but it's just the fancy words packed, like repackaged into that bag and sell it to you. And honestly, you know what sells the most on YouTube, on the courses, you would say? It's ICT, bro. It's ICT courses. Why? Because it's got the highest search results on YouTube. Literally, if you type in ICT, thousands comes up, because ICT is like the, glory hole, whatever you want to call it, glory hole. Anyway, you know what I mean. So just pick a simple strategy, man, and just go with that. Now, how much money you have to spend on challenges? If you have $100, I would just save up some money, and more than $100, more than $500, more than $1,000 probably, so then you can buy multiple ones. And what is your mindset? I think this is the most important one. What is your mindset? Because here's the thing. If you have the mindset of buying a strategy and then trying to pass the challenge in 2-3 months, you probably will pass, if you ever pass the challenge, in 6 months. Because you are worried too much about losing your money. And now this is a good thought, because let's say if you put your own money into the account, right? Into a small account. Let's say you have $500. You put $500 into MT5 or MT4, and you'll be trading $10 per trade. It doesn't make any sense on that small account. You need to invest a little bit more. You need to at least risk half of that, right? $250, $300, whatever it might be. It's the same with the funded account, or with the prop firms, right? You cannot just be trading 0.1% or 0.05%, 0.2%. You need to trade at least 0.5 or 1%. And honestly, if you're doing challenge, what I was doing, how I passed it, is very simple. I risk 2.5%, even 3% on one trade. And if I blew the challenge, well, be it, I just buy a new one. Because why would I be stuck in one challenge for like months, bro? I'm not getting paid. I pay the people to trade. And if I pay the people to trade to get funded, to make money, why would I be so worried about blowing that challenge? If I have a funded account, it's a different story. I risk a different amount of percentage for my funded account, right? I'm talking about 100K, by the way, funded, because I wouldn't go lower than $100,000 get funded. I understand a lot of people don't have the money to invest into $100,000 funded account. In that case, you should just wait and save up money to actually buy the 100K. Anyway, if you have the challenge, just risk 2.5-3%. That's it, bro. Like, honestly, there's no reason for you to be stuck in that for so long. Like me, I risked 2.5% on the step one. It was 1 to 2.5, I think, risk reward. That was one trade, and another trade I risked about 2%, and I passed it, on 1 to 1. That was it. Step 2, only had to make 5%, right? On the first step, 8%, on the second step, 5%, and I risked 2.5% as well. And it was one trade. And then guess what the Alpha Capital did? After I passed the challenges, step 1, step 2, they put me into the risk management group, and they lowered my leverage from 1 to 100 to 1 to 30. And honestly, I don't give a shit if they lower my leverage, because I don't play on leverage. I mean, the higher leverage, the better, because my margin's gonna get lower. But at the end of the day, if you know how to calculate position, you don't really care about leverage. A lot of people freak out about leverage. They're like, oh my God, bro, you cannot trade with 1 to 1,000. You cannot trade with 1 to 500. It doesn't matter what is your leverage. I mean, it does, because the higher, the better. A lot of people say don't trade with 1 to 500. I'll tell you what. Look, I'll show you a trick, right? Go on my FX books, go to calculator, go to whatever pair you want to do, in this case Euro USD. Let's say you have an account size $100,000 like me, and then you want to risk 1%, and then your stop loss, or actually let's do this one, right? So NZD USD, and I want to risk 1%, and my stop loss is, let me go here, what's my stop loss here? This time was only 14 pips, but usually I do like 20 or 25, but in this case it's very, very small stop loss. So 14 pips, 7.14 lots. How much I risk on this account? You can see it here, 7 lots. It's simple as that. You just calculate your position and then you enter the trade. Or if you don't know about percentage, you just pop in with money. You wanna risk $1,000, calculate, it gives you the same amount, right? You wanna risk 5,000, which I would not recommend, but let's say you wanna do that, it's 35 lots, almost 36, right? Very simple to calculate that. Then you go into your challenge, you risk 2.5%, and you either blow it, or you just make it, and you just pass the challenge. Honestly, like some of you even message me. I have nothing against you. I don't know you guys, but honestly, why would you be stuck for 6 months in challenge? I don't think anyone messaged me that. I think there was someone who messaged me that's 3 months stuck in the challenge. If it's not funded, bro, just blow it. Just blow it. Just risk 2.5%, 3%, and just go for it. Find a good trade. I'm not just saying to find any trade and risk it. You don't just go careless and risk into whatever trade, but find a trade which makes the most sense. You have the most confidence. Risk high amount, and if you believe in yourself, if you believe in your trading strategy, then you either make it or break it. Simple as that. Once you get a funded account, obviously the percentage will be different, right? I don't risk more than 1% on my funded account ever. Like it's just too much. So that's it. And also, if you risk more than 1%, for example, with Alpha Capital, they will put you into risk management group. They lower your leverage again, which is not a big problem, but it's annoying because they're gonna monitor your account. But if you don't do anything wrong, then it's okay. But still, you don't want to be, Anyway, it's a long story short. You just don't want to do that on your funded account because you want to preserve the capital which you already have, right? You want to make as many withdrawals as much as you can, because end of the day, if you have the funded account, but look, right? Look at my payouts for the past, what is this? Since 2025. So I got funded July 2025. Past verification here. Yeah, July 2025. I made a first withdrawal, $400, right? It's only 0.4%. Okay, it's not a massive, but look, I made the withdrawal. That is the most important. Lots of you trying to make it big, make the life-changing money. You know how you make life-changing money? Like this, like you doing little by little, but consistently. Like every 2 weeks is a withdrawal date. For example, with Alpha Capital, which I will suggest you to get on it if you're looking for prop firm, because I believe they are the best prop firm in the space so far. The simplest rules and never had a problem with payouts. If you're a really real person who's trading that account, of course. So look, there's $400 here. There is $400 here again. I think it was like 2 weeks later or something like that. No, sorry, it's September. So yeah, so it's 3rd September, 2 weeks later, 16th of September. Then 2 weeks later, again, 29th of September, $1,000 almost. Then 2 weeks later, October 13, $257 plus the $250 performance fee on fourth withdrawal from the 100K. And then just last week, 27th of October, $1,600. So you can see my withdrawals are not big. And a lot of you would say, like, why would you make such a small withdrawal on a $100,000 account? Because I don't want to, first of all, blow it. And second, I'm not looking to make life-changing money in one trade. I'm looking for consistency. Once I'm consistent for at least a couple of years, okay, maybe I can risk sometimes a little bit more than that. But why would I do that? Just make money. That's what matters. Even if I make a withdrawal of $100, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I take the money, I put it in my pocket, and I buy a new challenge so that I can make more money. Okay? That's it. Anyway, I hope that helps. If you have any question, comment down below, and then join the free Telegram group channel, which is down below in this video. There's the link there. You can click the link and then join the Telegram where I share all my trades, my thoughts, and etc. So that's it for me, guys. Take care. I'll catch you later.